My friend Colin McGee has shared with me the most delicious soda bread. Now, the difference between soda bread and other varieties of bread is there's no yeast in a soda bread. In actual fact, the leavening agent is bicarbonate soda. So this is a classic Irish recipe, and I'm going to be using wholemeal flour as the base of this, just to give it a really nice nutty flavour. So you'll need about 2 cups of wholemeal flour. I like to use a strong, high protein flour for this. Fantastic for breads and loaves just like this. So in with our wholemeal flour, along with 1 cup of plain flour. Again, I'm using a high protein flour because this flour is best suited for breads. So 1 cup of flour, measure that out accurately. To that, I'll add my bicarb soda. Mix that through along with a good pinch of salt. Nothing worse than bread that hasn't been salted, so give that a good amount of salt. And then you can keep this as a plain bread, or if you want to jazz it up, add some things to it. So I'm adding some semi-sun-dried tomatoes along with some caraway seeds. Not traditional whatsoever, but I just love that real nutty flavour of caraway seeds. So I've just used whole caraway seeds and I've just crushed them slightly. Caraway seeds and bread are just best mates, so that's why I love to add them. Again, folding that through, make a well in the centre, and we can add our buttermilk. You could also use yogurt for this recipe. So I start with a little bit, bring in the sides as if you were making some pancake batter, a little more. And the beautiful thing about this dough is there's no need to knead, and also no proving time. So we can just place that straight into a tin and bake it in the oven. So once I've combined this and it comes together really well, I'll just form it into a loaf, and it goes into a loaf tin. I've sprayed my loaf tin, and I've also placed a little extra flour just so it doesn't stick. It then goes into the oven about 180 degrees for 50 minutes. Soda bread has come out of the oven, and do allow it to cool slightly. You don't want to be cutting into it when it's piping hot. What you're looking for is that kind of a hollow sound at the bottom. When you hear that, you know that the dough is cooked. So you do want it to cool down, but not completely. If it's just a little bit warm, it's even better. So just grab yourself a serrated knife and cut into this. Oh, lovely and crispy. And have a look at that. That is the perfect soda bread. Now, my friend Colin says the best way to serve this is with some bacon and eggs, a little bit of relish on the side. But when it's this fresh with those sun-dried tomatoes in it and caraway seeds, I just love some salted butter. So some lashings of butter over the top. And that is a lovely wholemeal version of soda bread. The best thing about this is there's no proving time, very little kneading, and fantastic results. It's great.